Welcome to Finish Final this week, and if you're wondering why I'm talking so fast, it's that we have to finish so in 2 minutes. We only have 2 minutes to talk about the Ramones. Tom, what's your 10 through 1?
JLP, he's just kidding, because we are going to do the full show today. Wow.
Jeffrey Lee Puckett, music writer, Courier Journal. Tom Heiser, web guru, Courier Journal. We're here to talk about the Ramones.
Yes, we are. We're all revved up and ready to go. We love the Ramones. We're taking a departure here and going, this is something for the kids.
Wait, what?
What? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Or actually, not for the kids, for the old guys like us who love the Ramones. I was absolutely floored as a middle school kid by Rock and Roll High School. Saw it on the Super Channel, back before there were movie channels, really. But in between watching Kentucky Fried Movie and let's see what else. And,
you were just looking for the topless scenes.
I was looking for the topless scenes, but no. I was like, these guys are great. I love the energy. I love the fact that, I didn't have to think too much about it. But yes, the Ramones. That was my first experience with the Ramones. Luckily, I had a lot of friends in the Air Force who loved it. So yes, I have been listening to the Ramones for a lot of years.
Not a lot of intricate metaphors in the Ramones.
No, there will be no talk on this show about chord progression or lyrical, masterpieces or brilliance with the guitar. It is just going to be hard rock and fun. All right.
Why don't you kick us off there?
Yeah, I'm going in number 10 with. They might have kicked off the band, but I love Rockaway Beach.
Starting strong.
Starting strong with Rockaway Beach with Rocket to Russia. Number 9, I'm going with the song just sums them up. Judy's a punk. She's a punk from the Ramones from their title album. Number 8, I'm going with California Sun.
Interesting.
Yeah, cover. I'll come back to that in a second. Number 7 is from Road to Ruin. It might be their only attempt at a love song. I Want You Around, and with Joey Ramone singing to PJ Souls. Oh gosh, what more do you say? And at number 6, I'm going with Blitzkrieg Bop. It is the defining song of the Ramones, but it's a commercial now. It's been put in a car commercial, so that's why
you're one of those guys. You're one of those sellout guys.
Not quite sold out. I don't think they have any money. They didn't get any money. So.
My 10 starts with Don't Come Close, the Road to Ruin song.
Yes.
I like Road to Ruin.
Oh, it's so great.
It's a really good song. Needles and Pins.
Another good cover.
Another cover, this one from Road to Ruin. I Remember You from Leave Home, which is a brilliant record. All right, Rockaway Beach for me at number 7. Number strong. 7, and I Just Want to Have Something to Do.
Oh,
I didn't really realize until this moment that I have 3 Road to Ruin songs in my bottom 5.
Well, I think you have to. I think Leave Home doesn't have nearly as much. Rocket to Russia and Road to Ruin are their the 2 greatest albums. I like the fact that for those people who have never heard Ramones covers and just think it's all da 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 da.
They're really good about covers.
Which it is.
They're a great cover.
They're a great cover band, especially. I was torn with California Sun. Out there having fun. In warm California. The fact that between that, do you want to dance? I mean, they covered these great 50s, 50s, early 60s songs and did it quite well. Yeah. And
Needles and Pins was a bit of a departure because it was a nice little pop song.
It was
by the New Searchers.
And I agree with you. If you look at if you either listen to that song or see the Ed Sullivan, the sanitized band up there singing it, you'll want to hear the Ramones sing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely trumps the original.
Yes,
without a doubt. Let's see what our magic Ramones ball said.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, my name is Barry Thomas, and my favorite Ramones song of all time is I Want to Be Your Boyfriend off of the first album. It's a Tommy song. I always thought it was written by Joey, but it's a Tommy song, and it's a darn good one. I Want to Be Your Boyfriend.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Not as big a fan as us, but...
He's the biggest Ramones fan.
I love the Ramones, and I can't stand the people who only got into the Ramones just because they sang the title track of Pet Cemetery.
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Oh yeah,
that was
way after
that was long after their cachet had faded. The bloom was off the rose. They just needed a gimmick for that song, for that movie. Nah, then a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon after that. No way, man.
Because that was even, I mean, their last, in my opinion, which is often wrong, their last really good album was Too Tough to Die, which was 1984 or 5. Pet Sematary was way after that.
Oh yeah,
so they had jumped the.
They jumped. Well, don't forget they even did a song about the CNBC anchor Maria Bartiromo. Maria Bartiromo. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's
provides lots of things to rhyme with,
and it sounds so different than their other stuff. You know, okay. Number 5. These are the power songs. JLP.
Right,
Number 5. I'm going from Rocket to Russia. Sheena is a punk rocker now.
It's a great song.
It is a great song, especially the kids are hopped up and ready to go now.
I went with Rocket to Russia. I Don't Care.
Yeah.
I just love that just big, sludgy, great, thick. You know, that's the thing about the first album, which obviously is an important album, but the guitars on that first album are recorded so terrible. They sound like they're coming out of an AM radio. There's no meat to the bone.
Yes.
But for Leave Home and Rocket to Russia and probably anything after that has got just a big chunk.
I don't care about this world. I don't care about that girl. I don't care.
Well, what about the tinniness of that first one?
Well, I mean, it fits. It fits
now.
because it seemed like it was a record that these guys may have actually made in a garage.
Yes.
You know, and they had a boombox, an early one of the giant ones you had to use 2 hands.
If that. So number 4 from Road to Ruin. What else? I'm going with I Just Want to Have Something to Do. Which you had it on your list, but you gotta love that opening line. You know, hanging out on 8th Avenue, eating chicken vindaloo.
I just want to be with you. I just want to have something to do tonight.
I just want to hang with you. I want something to do tonight.
That's what a lot of my favorite Ramones songs are the ones where the whole idea of the song is basically in the title.
Oh yes, absolutely. You don't need to go much further.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it.
My 4 is the Blitzkrieg Bop. The more I thought about it, it was in my bottom 5, but the more I thought about it, it is such a blueprint.
It is
for the Ramones. They
Kids
had to go
in the
ahead.
backseat, down, generating steam heat. Generating steam heat.
Well, it's the first appearance of Hey Ho, Let's Go.
Hey,
and all that, so.
Let's go, hey, ho, let's go, hey, ho, let's go. Performing this state line, going through the top ones, getting in the map box.
I just decided I'd throw it a bone.
No, it definitely deserved it. It's my top 5 crowded it out. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Number 3 from Rocket to Russia. I'm going with Teenage Lobotomy. Lobotomy. DDT did a job on me. Now, it's got arguably one of the greatest lines of any genre of rock and roll when it says, now I guess I'll have to tell them that I got no cerebellum.
I'm a teenage lobotomy.
That is fantastic, and they do a great live version of it in Rock and Roll High School.
Do you think they just accidentally stumbled onto being clever every once in a while, or if they were just dumbing themselves down in general?
You have to wonder. I think it was in The Filth and the Fury, the documentary about the Sex Pistols, and it sort of punk in general. There was a great interview with Joey Ramone where he was asked about music in general and current pop music, and he had the very, very sagacious reply of, you know, it all sucks, you know, all the music sucks. Donna Summer, Toto, Kansas. That's brilliant. So I don't think that you know they needed somebody feeding them that. There was something going on up there.
Yeah, I can't imagine Joey Ramone listening to Toto ever.
No, not without smashing something.
I've got Sheena at 3.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
You know what's great about that song is the fact that they're going to. Yeah, it's another beach song.
Yes.
They're going to the beach, going to the discotheque.
The Ramones actually recorded the only Beach Boys songs I like.
Let's not rehash that argument.
If Mike Love and whichever version of Brian Wilson had just asked the Ramones to write songs for him,
a lot of going to the beach,
been a lot better off.
Hanging out with girls, you know, going to the discotheque. Hey, these guys were pretty hip. And speaking of Mike Love, number 2 from Leave Home, Pinhead. I love
Nicely done.
Nicely done, Pinhead. What a great, fantastic, and it has this great lyric, great segue. I don't want to be a pinhead no more. I just found a nurse that I do go for. You think about that. A good friend of ours has said that he thinks that is one of the most atrociously vapid lyric that he's ever heard.
He's got no imagination.
He has no imagination. These guys, they don't need grammar. When you can sit here and say, I just found a nurse that I do go for, they got to cross that bridge. And that's the only way to do it.
And you know they saw a lot of nurses.
Oh, yes.
Which is why I have now I want to sniff some glue.
Oh,
because they were definitely in the emergency room. I'd say once a week, maybe twice.
And this is another one of your songs. You said the title.
Everything's right there in the title.
It's right there in the title.
Now I want us to some blue. Now I want to start to do. All the kids want us to some blue. All the kids want us to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that could be said for my number 1. Although I will say that when it comes to great titles, aside from my number 1, it's not on my list. But I Don't Want to Go Down to the Basement is a you got to listen to it at some point. But my number 1 is from Road to Ruin. I Want to Be Sedated.
Nice.
Only because I think it's got just arguably their greatest opening. 20, 24 hours to go.
It really is.
I want to be sedated.
Was that also in Rock and Roll High School?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Put me in a wheelchair. Take me to the show. Oh.
That was their most complicated.
Oh, it's very complicated. You gotta fill space. You gotta fill that 1 minute and 46 seconds.
24 hours to go. I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated.
Something more than the 12 other words that are in the song.
Well, although I like the later albums better overall, I went with the debut for my number 1. Be on the brat. Be on the brat.
Beats on my breath. Beats on my breath. Beats on my breath. With the baseball bat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Beats on the brat. Beats on the brat.
Beat on the brat with the baseball bat. Oh yeah.
There you go. There it is. The common thread. Now, I will say that this is a little bit of a shock.
How come?
Just because that song just never really comes up. It always seemed like it's almost like Bonzo Goes to Bitburg. It's one of those kind of throwaway Ramones songs. I'm glad you elevated it.
Well, I love it because it's a direct response to a brat.
Yes.
You know, just no wasting any time. Just beat on the brat. And then it has, they always have a great chord change.
Really? Their chords change?
Yes.
I thought they just kind of slipped it from one to the other.
And on this one, when they go into, what can you do? It's top 40.
There you go.
It really is. It's top 40 quality songwriting. I guess they live close to the Brill Building. It must have worn off on them.
Well, you know, it's funny that you didn't say anything about this get-up. I mean, as a white suburban
You're wearing a get-up?
white suburban punk in Louisville, you know, I don't really have a leather jacket or the torn. This is about as close as I'm going to get. But there are a couple throwaway songs that I'd like to mention, and some tough living that the Ramones had. I mean, the KKK took my baby away.
Yeah.
So, you know, a few that we've left off. I think there was one of their great tunes. I Say No to That.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
All right. We know that you're going to argue about this, and you're going to want to send us something. Our regular watcher, Jim Linehan, is going to somehow find a way to talk about Elvis Costello.
No, but he loves the Ramones.
He'll work
yes,
Elvis
he
Costello.
Does. He loves the Ramones.
He'll work Elvis Costello into it. But send us your list. You can go to our Facebook page, CJ Vinyl. You can go to Twitter, which would be hard to do a top 10, but you could, at CJ Vinyl, and just let us know what you're thinking.
Jeffrey?
Here's my favorite punk.
Oh,
Hey, Ma.
Hey, is Tom ever gonna go?
I thought she was going to do Gabba Gabba Weed, Gabba Weed. It says she. Oh,
Yeah.
nice choice.
She's getting a little fed up with you. She said something to me before. I meant to let you know.
Well, I'm on the road to ruin.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Come back next week for another scintillating episode of Vintage Vinyl.